We are here in the building. There's a pump fist going on. There's a pump fist going from down below. There's a pump fist coming from up above. And there's a big from the other side over there. Yeah. Daddy, Ernie, Manchester United. You should be ashamed of wearing that hat.
Let me tell
you. Your team is not only in the mud, they're in the doo-doo. They're in the swine pit, bro.
Let me be honest, Robbo. Let me be honest.
Be honest, because you're never honest.
I've given up. Intuition, I've given up. Intuition,
no
everything's gone. No. Season is over as far as I'm concerned for Man United. Like many fans, we have surrendered. We've thrown in the white towel with 9 games to go. It's been absolutely shambolic display.
Absolutely wonderful news. So hopefully then it will be the Ernie and Robbo show. But the real Ernie, he's in the building. Tottenham Ernie, Daddy Ernie, Robbo Ranks. People, welcome on board. It's the Fixture List show. I don't know what Daddy's Ernie's talking about, because if you had my phone on a Saturday afternoon, this man had the audacity to message me saying, wait till 5 o'clock, wait till 4:45. You're at the top of the league. And all I did was just post him an image of just, basically saying, the thing that you said a few months ago, it's over. Man City's got it, blah, blah, blah. And I said,
let me find him.
I said to you that it's not over. And then on Saturday afternoon, surprise, surprise, Liverpool was top of the table. Ernie then moves the goalpost and says, but you ain't won nothing yet. I know we ain't won nothing yet.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm very amazed at how serious Spurs are at the moment. I don't want to talk about no Man City or no Man United or Liverpool.
What did you say? Hang on, Ernie, what did you say? Who? What?
We're serious. We're serious at the moment. We're serious. This guy's been here 7 days. The guy's been here 7 days. He's been here 7 days, and he's not that far off of making 3rd place. I'm telling you, we're gonna get 3rd. Yeah, laugh, mate, laugh. Go on, laugh. Well, where's the Arsenal contingency?
Well, that's a good question.
Unfortunately, the lovely Crystal couldn't join us today. She's doing double time. So and it's funny, she misses the show, or she has a headache when Arsenal
goes wrong,
floating in the Big's mess. Yeah. So it's kind of
at least we turn up.
Yeah, we do. We do. Win, lose or draw, we turn up.
Rodney as well. Rodney, another one's disappeared off the face of earth.
Has he?
Yeah.
So what team is he support?
Arsenal, isn't it?
Anything apart from Arsenal, while Arsenal are where they are. Until Arsenal turns up as a top 4 team, they'll be supporting everything. They'll be wearing they'll be wearing their Ghana t-shirts, Jamaica t-shirts, Spider-Man t-shirts, Marvel but they won't be wearing Arsenal shirts. We know what goes on there. But today, obviously, we're going to talk about the rest of the Premier League, and of course, this big almighty clash at the top of the table, a fitting game. I'm not one for over egging it like the 2 greatest managers and yada, yada, yada. Let's just call it what it is. These 2 teams are playing the best football in the league. They've been doing it for like the past nearly 4 years. So we have to give them their credit. But it is a game that...
Let's not worry about what Carragher said. Carragher said some nonsense a few hours ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
Carragher's an idiot.
Well, I saw he's also got an article in the Telegraph, and it was very long to say the least. But at the end of the day, we know what happens in these big games. These big games could just turn out to be a damp squib, a 0-0, and we move. So later on, we're going to be joined by. Pardon?
I don't think this one is going to be.
Well, we'll wait and see. We'll find out. We'll delve into it a little bit harder because we have 2 mad fans. CEO of All Access Music and former A&R at Atlantic Records. Hakeem Stevens is going to be joining us. He's a these type of mad fans are the type of fans that put their hands through walls when Liverpool lose. That's Hakeem. And also we're joined by a man who's cool because every time, and it's not in the last few years, they haven't lost a lot of games, but when they do, he just makes his spliff even fatter. So Top Cat's going to be joining us later on, the great Top Cat joining us on the show. So let's start with Ern, because Ern, you have a lot of chat there, you know. You're cruising to...
Hold on, Robbo, we got to get the lights going, bro.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. If you're watching the show right now, if you're watching the show and you don't believe that Tottenham are going to finish 4th place, press that like button right now, please. Right now.
You think I want 4th? I'm not coming here for 4th, mate.
4th place. If you believe Chelsea are going to slip 4th place and give it to Tottenham, press the like button now. And here's the biggest one. If you're happy, if you're absolutely happy and ecstatic at what's going on at the Theatre of Doo-Doo, Manchester United, press the like button right now. Come on, guys.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of people.
Hit that like.
Second field. Second field, innit?
The people will be super gluing their finger to it, Robbo. But remember,
I will say Arsenal, Leicester, West Ham, they're going to be worried because Tottenham Hotspur are back now. They're back with a vengeance with a world-class manager at the helm. What I will...
Come on, the original is the best. That one goes hard, but that was the original.
I fully agree with them laughter. Fully.
Jamie O'Hara don't speak for me, mate. He don't speak for all Tottenham fans. He is a little bit. He was excited there, a bit like Carragher. But what I will say is this: I will say this for free. You don't even have to pay for it. We will make the top 4. I don't want 4th. I want 3rd. It's possible to get 3rd. Once we get that, then Man United and Arsenal and them lot can fight for 4th. I don't want any of that. I want 3rd place. And I think
how much points are you behind Chelsea, Ern?
I think 5, 4, 5.
With any games in hand?
I'm not sure, you know. I'm not sure. Okay. But I know they've got like some tricky games and they're slipping up all over the place at the moment. They need to stay in the Champions League. That would be lovely for us if they stay in it. But listen, we want 4th. We'll get 3rd. We'll get 3rd. Do you know what I mean? And it's not a surprise really because people will say it's because of the fixtures. It's not. It's the manager. It's the firepower we have. It's what we got going up top. Do you know what I mean?
You got a lot of tough talk when certain people ain't in the place, but she's here. Talk your talk. She is. Talk your talk.
There she is. It's so awkward to go mad because she's so nice to look at that I have to close my eyes when I'm thinking about Arsenal.
Yeah, but you weren't saying
that
a minute ago, weren't
Remember, I have a special place for you because you're Ghanaian, okay? So
yes, I understand that. And look, every time I'm talking to you, you notice my eyes are always closed because I need to see you as the enemy. But understand this: as much as I love yourself, I can't stand the team you support. There's a lot of people around the team you support that get on my nerves. Everyone's been throwing me pelters.
Did you just notice how it just softened? It was like it was going hard.
It didn't soften. Don't try it, mate.
Soon as Crystal come on the screen, the man just soften up and start closing my eyes.
Yeah, but it's not. It's out of order though because Crystal, it would be nicer if she was horrible to look at.
You have that effect on him, and I'm sure you have the effect on the fans. Crystal Davis is in the house. Tadawa TV. She'll be jumping off and firing off on Talawa TV. Say hello to Crystal. Crystal, hi.
Good evening, guys. Sorry I'm late. Just to explain,
take your time.
Basically, it's CONCACAF qualifiers, Women's World Cup qualifiers this week and next week. Right. So I'm just here and there, and so sorry I'm late.
Well, it can't be any worse than the men. Because that was just it weren't even. It's not even worth talking about, really and truly. You know what? I want to talk about, Crystal.
Yeah.
Patrick Vieira done a number on you lot on Monday night.
But
man.
this is the thing. This is the thing. I can't say. I think it was a deserved victory first and foremost. But it's not something that I'm surprised about because me and Robbo we spoke about this with the reverse fixture. And saying that, obviously, being that he is visibly the only dark-skinned manager in top-flight football within the English game, you're kind of split down the middle, even as an Arsenal fan, because essentially what we want is for him to do well. Obviously, I would have preferred a draw like what we saw at the Emirates, but even then, we nicked it at the death with Alexander Lacazette. And with Patrick Vieira, the reason why for me it's a win-win situation, other than the fact that he's a ex-Arsenal legend, it just goes back to the fact that he's a dark-skinned manager. And this is great for the up-and-coming generation because if Patrick Vieira continues in the same trajectory, what that should do, if there's any fairness in the game, is that should open up the floodgates for other black managers. And that's what we want. So, like, as the black community, for us, that's a win-win, regardless of the fact that he beat our team.
I'll tell you what, the amount of people that I've been speaking to on the road and saying, right now, Crystal Palace is their second team. They're just loving what he's doing down there.
Blackman FC. Yeah. It's hard not to like them.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, we might have to put a call out and get him on your some French business going on.
They've got a couple players as well, mate. They've got a couple players. Saha, Elise.
Yeah, and the brother that he bought from Reading. What's that he bought from Reading?
Elise.
Was it Elise bought from Reading?
Michael. He didn't play that. He didn't play on the weekend. I mean, when they played Arsenal, but
he's injured.
Michael, he's wicked, man.
What about the guy who scored the first goal? Is it Mete or
Mateta?
Mateta.
Yeah. He's one of their players as well. One of these players, isn't he? Or was he there before?
I don't even know. I'm
not sure, man. But I don't know if we'll get Patrick Vieira on because the way you disrespect football teams and managers, Ernie, I don't know. I'm sure I found something in our inbox.
He will jump on.
And I didn't put it there. You just disrespect managers. Was this you? What's going on, Ernie?
Oh my God.
Ernie, what's going on?
Who's that?
Who's that?
It's Frank, isn't it?
It's Frank.
Oh, he's got a lot of weight since he's gone to Everton.
See, you start this disrespect. Mate. So what if the man put on weight? So what's wrong with that? It's Fat Frank.
I thought he was supposed to be training the team. What happened?
He's training the wrong team. He's training the wimpy team.
Yo.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're talking about managers, and Crystal has obviously rightly so highlighted the progress of a manager in the Premier League, it is the toughest league in the world, to take on a job that was done by Roy Hodgson. And everybody talks about how great Roy is, and the likes of the Sam Allardyce is how they keep a club in the league. Soon as a black manager does that, like Chrissy Houghton, get out of here, son. We want attractive football. So the jury's out on Vieira, but I'm pretty sure come the end of the season, wherever they finish, he's already done a great job for Crystal Palace.
The jury ain't out as far as we're concerned.
Where he finishes, the jury's out, because I would like him to finish. I would like him to break that top 10 position, and then he's definitely would be in that. You can argue that he's moving.
Going to win the FA Cup, mate.
Well, there you go. So we have to wait until the end of the season because that's when the FA Cup plays. But well done, Patrick Vieira, and well done, Arsenal, for making us. Yeah, it's just Arsenal.
I would take Patrick Vieira at Manchester United right now. If they said,
"Here we go,"
I would take him at Manchester United. As an outsider,
we don't want Patrick Vieira in that position because you guys have
so much. It looks like Ten Hag is coming, but if they said Patrick Vieira, I'd take him at Manchester United, definitely, because the type
Patrick Vieira over 5 hogs.
Yeah, man, swashbuckling football, man, some real classic football.
With who? With which players?
Sorry, guys.
Oh, I thought some nice music, because we said Paul Pogba. I heard the music coming on.
Dance there, man.
Yeah, I heard a bit. I thought we were going to start talking about Paul Pogba and Lingard.
Isn't it?
Sorry about
those clowns.
Ernie.
Yo.
So you had a lot to say on Saturday morning. You shut off your mouth after
I
Liverpool.
had a lot to say because
after Liverpool won their game 2-0 and went top of the table. Why you moved the goalpost to you're not going to win the league?
I was on the plantation and all of a sudden my phone goes, it's Robbo Ranks.
It didn't go. I just sent you
He sent a message. So all I said to him is that wait till 4:45 because City was going to play later on in the day. So they were literally.
Why we waiting till 4:45?
They were on top for that. I don't even think it was an hour they were on top for.
Hang on, why are we waiting till 4:45 when the point was proven at the 12:30 game that we caught them up? But we caught them up.
No, because
we
they
caught them.
Played yet.
He's got a point
they
there.
hadn't played yet.
He said to me, you won't catch them. We caught them. And now he's like, oh, they ain't played yet. What's the point? So? And they were caught.
Yeah.
And I said, what say you? And then your next line
minutes?
was,
how long you catch them for?
Well, we caught them for the afternoon until they played, but we definitely caught the 14 points that he said it wouldn't. That's impossible. There you go.
You mean you touched them on the shoulder? You didn't catch them, man. You touched them on the shoulder and they just left.
Well, even if we touch them on their shoulder, their ankle, their leg, them get touched.
They fan you off. They
got touched.
Later on, we'll find out exactly.
They got touched like Barry Salmon, tempted to touch.
All right, well, a little bit later on in the show, we'll find out what the comments are and who thinks what the result is going to be come Sunday.
Come on, guys, let's get some comments in. We need to know what's going on.
I can tell you now.
We need to know what's going on.
What you saying then, Ern?
I'm saying Man City, mate. I'm saying Man City. I think, what's his name? The little kid Foden, he's going to be absolutely off his nut, mate. He's going to be going. He's going to be on one, Foden. I'm telling you. Yeah.
We've got his ticket this time round, mate. There will be no James Milner, 49-year-old player to dance around. Because then, when you're 21 and you're playing a 49-year-old, you would dance.
It's out of order, innit? It's not a fair fight. It's not a fair fight, is it?
It's not a fair fight. He won't be there on that side. He will not be there on the right-hand side.
So who's going to be there? Who's going to be there?
Trent
and Foden. God. I think Foden's going to do it, mate.
Tough battle.
Won't beat him in a foot race,
No, not in a foot race, but trickery.
Trickery, of course.
It'll be a tough battle. It'll be a tough battle.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk to Henderson and put him over there and, firm up things.
Just move things about. Who's going to stop Cancelo? Was that Conceição or Cancelo? What's his name? He's the problem.
If he comes forward, then he leaves free at the back, and who's going to stop our madman then? If he comes
just cat and mouse, isn't it?
Yeah,
very cat and mouse. What you need is our squad, mate. Man City don't want to see us, mate. I tell you. Yeah, laugh, mate. Where's your giggle now? Where is it?
We say we need Kane in the midfield.
Yeah. No. You need the whole 11, mate.
We need Harry midfield. Harry midfield, Kane.
Keep your keeper. No.
It's amazing. It's amazing how a few weeks a man can get bossy. Because a few weeks ago there was no talk about Tottenham going on with anything, and all of a sudden, few games.
Do you know what? It's about giving it time, isn't it? It's about when you're seasoning the stew. As soon as you put the ingredients in it, you can't eat it straight away. You got to wait. You got to let it simmer.
He's got a point. And that's got exactly a point, Daddy Ernie.
You have to wait. You can't just eat the food straight away. Do you know what I mean? It's Conte. It's Conte, Kane, Son, Kulusevski, Benton, Kerr. That's too much to stop.
Ernie's got a point because, listen, when you're doing rice and peas, you sort the peas and a man do jollof rice, These things take time, It takes time.
Yeah. Takes time.
So what's happening with the pot of stew over at Man United?
I told you we've given up.
Oh mate, the stew.
We've given up. I've given up. If we could do the show without talking about Man United,
no. We will do the show. We will do the show and talk about Man United because they're facing Everton. That's a big game, and there's a lot of commentary running right now that Everton are a soft touch and they're a pushover led by Frank Lampard. But by all accounts, they've played very well at home. They've done their thing at home. And, Frank Lampard could possibly get a tune out of Everton. And it could be sticky for Man United.
Well, I tell you, the last couple of seasons we've gone there, it's been sticky. We have come out with a win on a couple of, but it's been very sticky down there.
Well, that's when Rashford was a good player.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if we lost there tomorrow. Serious, it wouldn't surprise me.
If you're looking for a loss for Man United, thumbs up, hit that like button right now. If you're looking for a Manchester United win, hit the dislike button. Anything, just hit any button.
Romford Jeff reckons Gunners are still in there. The City are going to walk it. Romford Jeff.
Romford Jeff is
quite
on
possibly
one,
Romford Jeff.
One, isn't he? Romford Jeff, mate. I don't know what he's on, but I want some. I thought I was on some. Listen, no, understand this one, yeah. You see that game, that Everton game. Everton are going to get the strength of Ra. They're no way going to lose that. They're going to get the power from Howard Kendall, Graham Sharp, all of them old school guys, and they're going to lick Man United to them. Gary, Gary Lineker, Peter Beardsley, your boy, hey. They're going to go absolutely bananas on
Bob Latchford. Bob Latchford as well. Peter Reid.
Bob Latchford. Yep. So it's going to be a tough game. You know what I mean? Is Ronaldo fit?
Yeah, apparently he's fit for the game.
He's fit.
Yeah,
but
okay. Sorry, scratch what I said.
Could happen.
I'll scratch what I said. This is Man United winning it. Cool.
5 minutes before kickoff, something could happen to him. He could hurt his big toe.
There's problems there, mate. I was looking at the fire sale at Everton. I'm looking to get a couple players from there, mate.
Who are you looking for?
I wouldn't mind Richarlison. I wouldn't mind him. He can do a bit, and I wouldn't mind that Digne fella. Is it Digne?
Digne. Richarlison and Rashford just running. Oh, you're not. Yeah, sorry, that's Man United. I was just thinking Richarlison and Rashford. What a sight to behold. Skill set.
I'll tell you what. If we could just anyway, I'm not going to say it. I was just going to say if we could rewind the clock back just a few years when Liverpool was null and void, right? And Robbo would not be in a position to say niche. Those times are coming back.
Well, it's new times and it's 2022. And I tell you, and it's gone 8 o'clock and it's 0-0 between Newcastle and Wolves are playing tonight. If you didn't get your fantasy team in and you forgot that their game was on Friday, welcome. There's a game and you haven't quite changed your team. You're going to get no points to this week. No points. So that's the game on now. Tomorrow, of course, the first game, Everton, Man United. We just discussed that. Ernie wants us to move along swiftly.
It's hard.
We have to talk
Who's
about
Arsenal playing?
We have to talk about Champions League before we move into Arsenal. Chelsea, Champions League. Did anybody see that coming? Crystal Davis.
I think if we were being led by the Chelsea fans, then no, because they were quite boastful with their history, saying that every time they've met Real Madrid, they've always gotten the better of them. So if we were being led by them, then we probably would be surprised by that. But if we've been keeping an eye on Benzema, and I say Benzema instead of Real Madrid and Benzema, Benzema first before Real Madrid, then you know that inevitably there was going to be a problem there. And it'd be interesting to see how this season pans out for Karim Benzema, because he's been around for like 2 solid decades now. And it's just safe to say that it's great to see that he survived along, he's played with some of the greatest footballers in the world, and he's still remained his relevance. So for me, he's no doubt is one of the greatest footballers that this world has ever seen. And it's nice to see that his name is still being mentioned. Obviously, he's been reintroduced to France, doing things for club and country. And hopefully he continues in the same trajectory, and he's probably going to put himself, depending on what happens at club level and for the national team, probably put himself in the driving seat for shouts for Ballon d'Or winner.
Could you imagine if he was in that France team when they won the World Cup? We would not be having a conversation about other strikers, including Harry Kane. We wouldn't have this conversation because he would have been a World Cup winner. He would have been a Champions League winner. He would have been a league winner. I mean, his record speaks for itself. He obviously got drilled through the mud in that situation, the situation with him and the friends and what have you. But Karim Benzema, the goal he scored, come on. Would Harry Kane put those goals away like in the way Karim Benzema done it? Talk the truth.
It was lovely. Of course it does.
You're telling us because it's Chelsea. That's why it was lovely.
You comparing the man again, yeah?
Yes.
Kane can do whatever Benzema does.
No.
Kane can do whatever Benzema does.
No.
Whatever he does.
No. And Benzema talks better than
you don't
Kane
agree?
as well.
What do you mean no? What do you mean?
No.
Can Benzema do what Kane does?
No.
Yeah, I think he's more consistent than Kane.
Who's more consistent?
Benzema.
By miles.
Listen, lads. If I get the numbers of the last, of the last 5 years of both of their goal tally, what's that?
Go and get the numbers and tell me what counts. You show me the numbers and you put beside the numbers, you put what those numbers meant to their club. It's Karim Benzema.
ZZ
don't get the numbers, yeah?
Benzema is levels from Kane. Levels from Kane.
No, ZZ. I see Romford Jeff's comment just there. I'm gonna get back to you in a minute, mate. Yeah, all right. But listen, understand this one. There's no way that you can tell me the stuff that Benzema does, Kane can't do.
I didn't say can't do. I just said that there's a difference in striker. They're just two different beasts.
Right. So if Kane was a sole striker by himself and does what Benzema does, yeah, Kane will always score more goals than him. Always.
But Benzema has been a build-up play. He's been involved in build-up play from the beginning of his career.
When you're a striker,
it's only
when you're a striker, what's your job?
Hang on. Well, your job description changed when Jose Mourinho decided to tell Harry Kane, listen, man, I want you to get more involved in the build-up. We've only seen that since Mourinho. Benzema's been doing this from day naught.
Do you know who
he played with?
Kane's favourite player is? Huh?
Do you know who Benzema played with for many years? Cristiano Ronaldo.
All of that doesn't matter. All that, and I'm telling you now, Rory Delap will have as many stats as Benzema if he was playing with Ronaldo. Listen to this very carefully. All I need to tell you is this. I'm not going to disrespect Benzema at all because he's a very good player. I enjoy him. When it comes to putting the ball in the net, I don't think there's no comparison. There's no way you can tell me Benzema is a better finisher than Kane. No way.
Who's the best finisher in the world then? Who's the best finisher in the world? Finisher. Right now. Yeah.
It's Big Louis, innit? Probably Big Louis. Lewandowski, probably, innit? But then I'm saying Kane after that.
Is he a different striker from Harry Kane? Do you see similarities or do you see differences?
I see. The thing is, I see. Kane can do what Lewandowski does. Lewandowski can't do what Kane does. He can't drop deep and play a long 30-yard ball and pass the ball from 50 yards or find a pass or assist, man. I'm sorry, you can't. I'm talking about what they do as footballers for their team. And yes, don't get me wrong, Robbo is a very good finisher, of course, but he's doing it in Germany. I mean, the geezer Bellingham. He was at Coventry the other day, wasn't he? And he just got, or was it Birmingham?
You got to kill what you see in front of you.
He's running it red in Germany.
Come on, you got to kill what you see.
I hear that. I hear that, but back to this Benzema thing. Don't get me wrong.
Let me just touch on one point though, Ern, because you mentioned he's the build-up play and 30 yards. He hasn't got more assists than Mo Salah.
Yeah.
So you're hitting the ball from 30 yards, and
who hasn't?
Kane. Salah assists him, scores same level of goals,
you're
more
talking about
assists.
I'm talking about
more assists.
I'm talking about what they do.
Score goals at the end of the day.
Okay. So, all right. So Salah's with a bunch of players that he's played with for 6 years. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Kane's been playing with Son for many years, and they have proven to be the best pairing partners in the Premiership ever. Kulusevski's just come, who knows? Give Kane time. The season's not done.
I'm not taking away anything. I'm not taking down Kane at all, but I'll just enough of this talk about Kane is the best in the world, because it's very difficult to say who is the best in the world. But
he is.
By amount,
he is.
No, but by amount,
Kane is doing it at Tottenham, for God's sake.
Look. Strikers win games. Ronaldo has won games, bro. Benzema have won really important games. Kane hasn't done that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about it.
I'm just saying.
There you go.
The big games he's not took in his hand and won.
He just done it against Man City the other day by himself. He's helping you win the league. So that's a bit out of order, you saying that.
Yeah, Robbo, you're a bit out of order.
Yeah. Mate,
all right, let me stop there because I can see you on the warpath,
We played
mate.
a massive part in this Premier League. Yeah? In this Premier League, we play a massive part.
Hey,
all right. Before you start punching the wall, if not supporting Cristiano, Benzema would probably had 100 more goals. Thank you, Fluid. Thank you. And let's see another point here. Benzema just won France the Nations League. What has Kane won for anyone?
He's won the Audi Cup, Robbo.
Can we just rest the story here? The show is not about Harry Kane. Because,
he has won the Audi Cup.
Benzema's an idiot then.
Let's be fair, he's won the Audi Cup for them.
Well, listen, he's going to be going to a lovely new home come the end of the season. Whether Ern believes it or not, he will not be at Tottenham Stadium next year. Ern, come on.
You reckon?
He'll be gone. He's out there.
Nah. I think he'll stay. Conte stays, he stays. You don't think so?
Look at expression. Look, the screen, the internet's gone mad on Ern. Look at it. He just heard he's got the new deal.
You think he stays, Crystal?
I mean, it's a tough one. If we're talking about the contract, he doesn't really have much choice, does he? Because the contract says that he stays. But if he now wants a new chapter and a new challenge in his life, taking in consideration that he's approaching the latter stage of his peak years, he probably would at this point says he wants a fresh challenge, and you start a bit like Kyle Walker. When you meet up for the England national team, that they probably have had conversation, maybe not now, but in the past, they probably would have had conversations about winning trophies with Manchester City. You've seen that Kyle Walker has gone over to Manchester City directly from Tottenham and has lifted trophies. Why wouldn't he want that? Not saying it's not going to happen if he stays at Tottenham, but he's been there long enough to be able to make the next decision without being judged harshly by the Tottenham fan base.
By Ern. Hey, listen.
Call no names.
No, I can see the tension in his head already, man. I can see the tension.
I didn't get enough of
let's calm it down. Let's calm him down.
I didn't get enough of what everyone said.
I need to calm you down, Ern, and I have the perfect solution to calm you down. He's in the
I want to know how come this brother's on this thing so regular now. I told you him and Crystal's going to have a little something going. We're going to have a little big baby.
Why am I involved? Why are you taking shots at me? I'm always
I'll tell you why he's involved.
Stand by me, love. I've got it.
Listen, I'll tell you why he is involved, Eddie Nesta. Good evening. I'll tell you why he's involved. Because Tottenham are moving in the right direction and you're not, bro.
So, good evening, properly. Ern, Crystal, and Chipmunk. Greetings to all of you. I've been away. I think that, one of the things I hate repeating myself, I told you months ago, that fourth place, none of them want it. I said that to you, didn't I? I said that nobody.
You did. Yeah.
Nobody wants it. And I think the last time I was on there, we mashed you up, which is what I.
You mean Cristiano Ronaldo did, not you guys.
So if you look at, let's do it, right?
That was a good call, and I said most of the times you were wrong.
Who's supposed to get fourth now is Arsenal. If you look at the positions. But they got a proper tonking against Crystal Palace. They have got no European games. They've got nothing else to do but wake up and watch Peppa Pig and play football.
They're like Eddie. Eddie, we like that as well.
Everyone likes muddy puddles, and they didn't do it. if you Wolves have gone, right, West Ham have faded by the what? They're 3 teams now, right? I think for fourth. But here's the thing: Chelsea don't want third either.
Oof.
Because the wheels are about to come off that bus. The big fellow who come back for 96 million, he can't even kick. He don't even know where the ball looks like. He thinks he's playing cricket. Right? If you look at the manager now, I don't really want to get involved in people's business like that. But I'm going to tell you now, if I'm managing a team and splitting up from my wife, I can't. It just
he plays in wet jeans.
My whole life
he
is
plays in wet
down.
jeans.
So Tuchel, however he presents it, that isn't an easy or a nice or a pleasant thing to go through. That's before we talk about the fact that the man who was the big man is now, apparently he's going around with a plate asking to beg people for money all around the place, Mr. Abramovich, because it's done, it's over, it's wrong for him. So I don't think that third is a given for Chelsea either, if I'm honest with you. So here we are. Arsenal
I said that in the beginning.
Man United don't want it and we don't deserve it. And who were the other teams in that mix? Now, the one thing you know about Tottenham is that they are Spursy. And at the end of the day, they can only be what they are. So I don't know what's going to happen, guys.
Well, Eddie, I've given up. On our team, I have given up.
So it's got to be Arsenal's then. It's got to be Arsenal.
I don't care who gets fourth place.
Wait, what are you doing? Hello?
No,
what are you doing, mate?
I'm just saying.
What you just say? You trying to wind me up?
No, I'm just saying. If you're Spursy, it's got to be Arsenal. It really all roads leads down to Arsenal. Highbury. It's got to be.
The two things Tottenham have got going for them.
Running is frightening.
Two things. They've got one of the best managers in the world. And all of a sudden, it looks like Harry Kane has woken up because he has heard that Haaland is going to Man City and they don't want him anymore. So I don't know what he does.
So he's playing to go there. I see your game.
Well, he didn't play. He didn't play.
Piece of work you are.
December, January, February, or March, did he?
He's a slow burner. He's always like that.
But normally you say that in August and he starts in September. But
the Premier League started in the wrong month.
He's a German. He had the whole winter off.
Yeah, he did. He wasn't really on it. But you're seeing the cream rising to the top. And I'm telling you now today, I want third. I don't want fourth. And I'm doing that based on the games you've got next to Chelsea you've got to play. And if they stay, they're in the FA Cup still. They've got to play Palace. They've got to play in the Champions League. There's too many games. They're putting that the geezer who wears Timberland boots full of sand. What's his name? Lukaku on the bench. They've got Havertz, who's a striker who thinks he's Bergkamp, but he's not. Listen, they're a mess. I'm telling you now, we will make third place.
You heard it here first. Well, listen, I'm glad that you guys have got a lot of chat for third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. It's great. This weekend, it's about the top two. We want to talk about it. Top Cat will be joining us back. We have listen, you know Ern kind of can lose it. This man would lose it back in the days when Hicks and Gillette used to be the owners of Liverpool. You didn't want to go into Atlantic's office after Liverpool's had lost and walk into Hakeem Stevens because you wouldn't get no record, no work done. He joins us, CEO of All Access and all these great stuff. Hakeem Stevens. Everybody knows he's a mad Liverpool fan. You're chilled. You're relaxed. You're leaning up against the wall. You're chewing gum. Good times, Hakeem.
Yes, sir. Very good times. I'm just in the studio at the moment, so if there's any background noise, I apologise. So.
No worries. As long as it's not the Manchester United type of noise what we get usually on the show. So, Hakeem, Top Cat. Here he is now. Ba-na-na-na. You think we could have had the two fans? And Top Cat is a different type because if Man City loses, which is very rare, he just buns a bigger spliff. Top Cat is in the house. This weekend it's the big game. Do you think it makes a difference to the finish line, this particular game, or is it the other games? What do you reckon, Hakeem?
I'll be honest with you. My gut feeling is that it'll be a draw on Sunday and we'll still win the title.
Score draw, non-score draw? What do you reckon?
Probably a score draw. I'll be honest, for me, our weakest link in our defence is probably Matip. He's very slow. And the problem is when we play with a 4-3-3, the midfield gets stretched. So unless he's going to change the formation on Sunday and play with two more holding midfielders, and he plays with like a Fabinho and a Henderson, and then we go all out and then we play like Jota, Salah, Mane, and a Diaz, or even Thiago. It's just like if you play Thiago or Firmino behind, I mean, the thing is you can play either Salah or Mane leading the line. If he switches the formation up, then I'll say that we could just go there and batter them about 3-0. If we play the 4-3-3, the problem with the 4-3-3 is that if we start off fast, we could get 2-3 goals first half, and then the problem with the three in the midfield is that Fabinho don't have any pace. So if Fabinho don't have any pace and he's playing in front of Matip who don't have any pace, that's where we get exposed. Do you know what I mean? So kind of the three in midfield just gets stretched too often. So.
Well, Klopp is not one for changing formation. He's not one for overthinking it, but Pep overthinks it. But it's worked for Pep. He's overthought loads of things, and he's still a winner. Kat, do you think there's going to be a lot of overthinking on Sunday from Pep?
Boy, you can't really tell what Pep going to do still. So, how I see it as we're going to play the same system we normally play. Yeah, it's going to be an attacking game. One thing you're kind of guaranteed in that is going to be goals. Yeah, but I kind of rate Liverpool strike force a little more than Fui. Yeah, but defensive wise, we're harder to break down. But Liverpool strike force is good, so we're gonna have to take our opportunities because we create a lot of opportunities, but we squander a lot of opportunities as well. Opportunities, we will whop Liverpool. Yeah. Wow. But of recent, we don't take the opportunities as much as I would like the team to take the opportunities. But same time, Liverpool's defense kind of seems kind of shaky over the last few months. So if we're on a good day and we do take our opportunities, things can go on for we.
You're not worried about this no striker situation? Like a lot of commentators talk about not having a striker. You're at the top of the table. Are you at all worried? Do you think that's going to come back and bite you?
It's something that could, but we've coped for the last couple of seasons without a striker. We've won the league and we're still top of the league. So in Pep we trust. We have to just go on with Wayne a deal because so far so good.
Well, Harry Kane advertised and he passed with flying colours the other day.
Hakeem, mate.
Hakeem, you are obviously you're big on the formations, but let's just talk about the will to win. Liverpool, Ernie was saying that it would never happen. It ain't gonna happen. He's falling asleep again. He said it would never happen that Liverpool are gonna catch Man City. They caught Man City. Was you in that prediction that thought that it would happen? That Liverpool could actually try and catch them?
Yeah, 100%. I think, we had this conversation the other day and it was only like me and Mega Man that was saying that we were going to catch them. I wasn't fussed about it because I knew that at some point it's impossible to go for a season without dropping points. And we always, if you look at it statistically under Klopp, we always seem to have a problem because around Christmas time, and that's due to the style of football that we play. So the style of football that we play is quite intense. And then you've got quite an intense running around the Christmas time, around that Christmas schedule. That's always where we seem to pick up injuries and we seem to drop points. And it's been like that always since under Klopp. So I knew at some point we were going to pick up. And I think most people were hoping that was going to happen during AFCON. But that's when the rest of the squad stepped up. But I think if you look at the hype around And people were having this conversation a few months ago. If you look at the hype around, say, Chelsea's squad, you look at the hype around Man City's squad, people were saying that we had the weakest squad. But it's not necessarily about that. It's about the sum of, the sum of greater numbers. So if we then decided to pull off somebody off the bench, like you pulling off a Minamino was coming on and he was doing things when he come off before Origi got injured. You pull Origi off the bench and he was doing things. Do you know what I mean? So I think the rotation. I think Klopp's a very good man manager, and he can make those players run through walls. So I think what was happening is that the squad stepped up when Mane and Salah was away. And if you look at it now, I think the statistics are in all competitions. Mane is like 1 in 8, and Salah's like 1 in 9 in all competitions. Well, sorry, Mane is like 2 in 8, and Salah's 1 in 9 in all competitions. So by their sort of high standards, they're not even firing. And people said that we were a one-man team, a two-man team, but then you've got Diaz come, he's come and he's been brought in the January transfer window. Jota's firing on all cylinders. We've got the top 3 strikers in, the top 3 scorers in the Premier League. They all play for Liverpool. So I think from that standpoint, I was never too fussed. It was whether that we could carry on in all competitions. We've had the draws been lucky for us in the Champions League. Looks like we're going to go through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. The quad dream's still alive.
Not yet, please.
No, I'm not. I guarantee you, we're not going to lose on Sunday. I think at best they can hope for is a win, and everything that's coming out of their camp, from their players to their manager, they're bricking it. So that's what I'm saying. I'm really not that fussed. We could draw on Sunday and still win the league.
Eddie Nesta. I should have clicked it. I didn't know you were coming on the show, Eddie. Way. Hang on. Eddie said.
I think people said that before, though, didn't they?
Said, Eddie. Hang on.
They said 14 points. They said that we were never going to catch up 14 points, and then now Pep's coming out with excuses. Yeah, but they're 2 games and shut up.
Hang on. I remember. I think Crystal, back me if you remember. Eddie said it so nonchalantly. Liverpool ain't winning the league because how can you win the league if their 2 best strikers are going to the AFCONs? Do you remember that, Crystal? Eddie Nesta. This is why I got kicked this time. He's so elusive. I can't hold him down.
Can I ask you a question? When did the Premier League finish and when did Liverpool win? Did I miss that?
No,
it's not finished.
Just listen.
Right,
it's not finished.
You're doing what you Liverpool people do. That's why the only time you won it,
say it louder, Mr. Nesta.
You chance. Win it because you people are horrible human beings. And you're sure you are proving that now. Have you won the Premier League, brother man?
They talk the loudest, don't they?
Chance. There is a chance now. Anyway, what do you say, Eddie Nesta, as the referee?
Man City had one of those weeks, in all seriousness, where I looked at it, and this week, Top Cat, it's a season-defining week. So, and they're 2 up already in terms of the games, and the 3 changes he made to bring on their mandate and to score and to get that lead, I think their tails are up. I think they had a blip clearly so that Liverpool could catch them. I think it's going to be a fantastic game. And, bragging rights, that's a derby, 21 miles apart. That's a derby in all but name, Man City versus Liverpool. And I can't wait. I just listen, the team I hate most is Tottenham, but
really?
Yeah. I've been no doubt about that.
Eddie, let me give you some stats, right? Let me give you some stats, right? So if Man City, if this is a derby, right? Liverpool are beaten Man City 80 times. We've drawn 44 and we've lost 45. So the stats on them drawing against them winning are almost the same. They're not even the same league as us. It's only like the last 5 years they've even come close. In the Premier League era, we played them. We've won 20 times, drawn 18, lost 11.
When would you say Man City became Man City, brother man? Let's do it like that, because you're going back to the of the GOAT and stuff like that. When did Man City become Man City? Man City are every bit as meddled as I don't know
Chelsea.
As Chelsea, they're right up there in terms of what they've achieved.
I don't know. I don't think you can class Arsenal and Chelsea are not even in the conversation for me, especially Arsenal. Arsenal never won nothing in Europe. I don't think you can even class yourself a big team if you've never won a European competition like the European Cup. Arsenal and Man City are not even in the same. They're not even in that. Because you're looking at legendary teams.
Do you know that Manchester City won a European trophy before Liverpool did?
But that trophy don't exist. What was that? The Fairs Cup?
What was that, fella?
What cup was that?
Them trophies don't exist.
We won the Cup Winners' Cup in 1970. When we win the Cup Winners' Cup in 1970, Liverpool had not won a UEFA Cup or anything yet.
Cup
but them cups don't exist no more. So the
when it comes to the history thing, people start the history thing and they know what I'm talking about. See?
According to
know about Joe Mercer and Malcolm Allison.
According to UEFA, right? When they shut down the Cup Winners' Cup, because I don't even know.
Is that before Liverpool was banned from Heysel Stadium or after? Where was that?
Oh, you see, Man United fans, they always have to go low. But you know, when they go low, we go high, just like Miss Obama said.
At least City won't smash up Liverpool's bus. All right, Richard.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
Come on, man. We didn't smash their bus. It's just a few Magnum bottles. That's all.
Listen, let's get one thing straight. If we're bigging up the Cup Winners' Cup by City, I'm telling you, we've won the Premier League, we've won the FA Cup, we've won the league. I don't care if it was in black and white and Channel 5 wasn't out.
Who, Tottenham? Is that you talking? Listen, bruv, you're not supposed to be talking right now. There's winners in this thing here right now. When we're talking rubbish, we'll call you.
We've won.
Just be quiet.
Get the Wikipedia out, mate. Get the trophy list. We've won. We probably won more trophies than City. Cheeky bastards there. Listen, I'll tell you this. Yeah. Let's get one thing straight. Man City will probably win on Sunday, but that's not the match-defining game.
No.
See, Tottenham have played a massive part in this league because we smashed up City twice.
No,
and we're going to play Liverpool, and we'll smash them at their yard as well.
Tottenham can hope for fourth place. That's the most. That's the most they can hope.
I'd say Crystal Palace did more damage to them than the game against.
What? Was Tottenham trying to disrespect Manchester City? When was the last time Tottenham win the title?
Yes, he was. He was trying to diss Man City.
The last time Tottenham win the title, you know. You know, she said Twiggy and Lulu. Yeah, they haven't started their career yet.
Listen, if you're still in this discussion, we're in this discussion. Don't get your titles. Tell him all your trophies and bit that to me. Go on, tell him up. Go on.
Can I
get all your trophies and let me know.
Can I just say I love it when people come to the table having done a little research. So I normally diss Liverpool, but you come with the little numbers. Top Cat, you come with numbers, and we have to put up with that idiot every week.
We win the.
Yeah, you lot brand new, mate. You lot are brand new. You think football started since the Premier League started, mate?
Anyway, gentlemen, listen. Every team
brand new, mate.
Hang on.
Bloody Sean, you got to talk to me. You had Sean Goater. Yeah, mate.
Hang on. I thought some little. You see.
Sean Goater.
They certain teams actually look on the facts of everything. Is a different.
Mate, pack it in, mate.
Yeah. You think Colin Bell. You think Tony Book. Yeah. You think Peter Barnes.
Listen,
from the 70s. Come up. See,
I don't know any of them, mate.
We got through a little time. See, we like how Manchester United got through them little time and things to where they was just a cup side. All they could do is get to like the final of cup competitions. Yeah. See, and even then it was a fight to get over the line to actually win it. Yeah. See? But every team goes through them. Liverpool got through them thing with them not get the title for nearly 30 odd years. Yeah. See? We all got through with thing. Right now, Manchester United I got through them thing. See? Yeah. City didn't go through them thing. Big teams like Leeds got through them thing. Yeah. Leeds one time was a big side, you know. Seen and was the main one of the main rivals to Manchester United when Manchester United was dominant.
Can I ask you a question?
In Busby time. Yeah. So people talk history and the most them know about history and things and they can go back is about 5 years. Then know said 5 years is not history. Yeah, history and things. So when you're going at them thing, there you have to go back far. Yeah, what has your team done?
Well, Top Cat made some very. What I would say is Top Cat made some very good points there, because if you look back in history, you see that Aston Villa won the European Cup. You see Nottingham Forest won the European Cup. And if you look at
Tottenham as well. Tottenham won it as well,
man. Why you keep bringing up Tottenham and big people conversation?
But it's true though. It's true though.
If you look at UEFA, right? UEFA don't even recognise the Cup Winners' Cup and the Fairs Cup. If they were to recognise it, they put it in with the European Conference League because it's like a third tier competition. But they don't recognise it.
Who's actually going to be playing in that conference? It looks like it's nailed on Manchester United.
Well, no, it looks like no. Hold on, although I've given up, it's not a formality yet. At the moment, Tottenham's playing in there.
No.
Again,
Tottenham's playing in there at the moment.
No, it was, mate.
It looks like it's nailed on Man United. And if you slip up, hang on, if you slip up some more, Ernie, Wolves are going to take the conference peer from you.
Well, I tell you what, they can have it.
Eddie, you're sensible. You're a sensible Man United fan. It's not the greatest competition to play, but it's another competition where you can get things right. Would you be happy if Tottenham finished 7th, Eddie?
Yeah.
No, I know you wouldn't be happy for 7th, but the fact there's a competition, a European.
I don't want to play in that thing. I mean, the thing about the other one is that at least if you win it, you get Champions League football. Listen, it's so bad. Tottenham tried to get thrown out of it and succeeded.
Listen. Hold on, one second. Wait. Richard Smith, mate. Did we win it in 61? Yeah, we did, mate. We did. We won it.
What did we win in 61?
The league.
Listen, if Tottenham win, if Manchester United plays in that conference league, yes, you don't get into Champions League, but you do bump up your air miles. You get to sightsee, you get to lovely cities like Braga and Slovenia and some Eastern Europe, cold temperatures. No, but seriously, Eddie, come on. Sense and sensibility. Manchester United's got to have a new manager, Ten Hag. He's got to implement a new system. He's got to not only implement that in the Premier League, he's got to implement that in Europe. Yeah. How can that not be a good competition?
No, he's a good manager, that guy. If we get if he comes in, we should be worried. Man
United are not going to be in the big league for 3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
5,
easily.
7, 9, 12.
Hakim, you and the man talk. It took you like 30 years to win.
Ernie, let the man talk.
When you won the Premiership,
let the man talk.
Celebrating.
Eddie, finish your point, bro.
3 years. I think I counted 8 the last time I was on. 8 players who would definitely leave Man United at the end of this season, and then you have to try and pick players. If you me, I'm going for the Chelsea boy, the German boy straight away, because it doesn't look as though we can sort out teams. All of our great teams are predicated on great central defensive partnerships, and then you build from there.
Richard Smith.
And then
Maguire's a legend. We need a statue outside of Anfield of Harry Maguire. So.
I don't mind him. I don't mind him, man.
Put it outside Anfield, please.
You know who Harry Maguire looks like? Herman Munster.
Yeah. All right, let's
looks like Herman Munster from the Munster.
Let's leave out the man's look. Ernie, do you think it was good that Man United announced or are making it known that 5 hog, 12. You shouldn't even be talking about hogs, man. It's Ramadan. Why are you not announced? What kind of bad timing?
I don't think we should be announcing that.
Why are you putting the guy under pressure by announcing that he's going to be at the club?
Yeah,
what was that about?
Bang out of order.
And once again, this is the state that we're in, that we're doing these things, because it's not the ink. He hasn't signed the ink, not dry yet. You know what I mean?
But you guys made it public. You've kind of pushing it out there.
Well,
he's gonna go.
They shouldn't be. You know what I mean?
He's better off
manager, you know.
Better off for Ajax.
Why do you think he's better off for Ajax? What is it that you like about him?
Do you know what it is? It's the way he makes the team play. Like, they're so good at every pass is effective. They don't waste the passes. You know, certain teams go left and right. A bit similar to Liverpool. You know, Liverpool's more rock and roll. Liverpool, like, everyone go forward. Don't worry about the back. If you knock it over Van Dijk's head, you got a chance to score against Liverpool. But with them guys, with Ajax and the money that he hasn't really that spent, he took Tadic from Southampton and let him score like a hat-trick at Real Madrid or something the other day. Do you know what I mean? So the stuff that he can do, but the problem he has is with Man United, for me, is there's too many old guys that can't learn new things. So the people like Alanga, Teles, even if they can sort Greenwood out, Ronaldo, they will work out with him. Ronaldo. You see, you need to get, as much as I love Ronaldo and Pogba and Cavani, you need to play to their strengths. And it's not good enough anymore, because their strengths, as much as they're good players.
What's their strength? Left back in the dressing room.
Nah. Ronaldo's the guy, innit? He's the striker. He's the man. He's probably the top goal scorer there, and he's 47, innit? So, but the problem is that for me,
don't get it wrong.
49. Give us a.
Do you think there's an advantage in naming managers, like, or getting it out? You work in the media, Ed. What's that about? What's that about?
The minute that you say a manager is temporary, standing, the minute that you announce Alex Ferguson is leaving at the end of the season, you take away power, because then the chat becomes about what is going to happen in the future, and we need to concentrate on what's happening now. It's a terrible move. It's never, in any field of media, it's not a good thing to do, because we are human beings, right? And the same way we're talking about it on this platform, what do you think they're talking about in the dressing rooms, or where they go for dinner or whatever? Or what happens there? Will you stay if Tag comes? Will you? And then what does it do for the guy who's doing the job at the minute? He
was never going to stay, though, was he? He was never going to stay.
Well, he is going to stay, but not as manager.
Yeah. So
Wreck-It Ralph.
He can't feel no way about that, Eddie, because he knows that he's not going to be the proper manager.
So what benefit can be served from saying who's going to be the manager next year in the middle of what is still a possible fight for fourth place?
I reckon the players will catch on from that.
I agree that they should not be announcing it. I
I disagree, you know. I think it's good, because it pumps a little something in the chest, something to look forward to, innit? And it's clear. So the players will be like, rah, Ten Hag is coming. Okay, he's done all right at Ajax. All right, let me play now so we can see what I'm about, innit? Do you know what I mean? I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Playing devil's advocate, though, he's won the Eredivisie, and it's like he's never managed in a major league, has he? So it's like you bring in this guy from Ajax, and he's better off staying at Ajax and trying to do something at Ajax. It's a cursed job, isn't it? It's a cursed job, though, isn't it? It's a poison.
What do you say, Germany? Early Germany. Klopp didn't win what?
He was in Germany.
Klopp went to the Champions League final, bro.
He was in Germany.
And he won 2 leagues.
And the Bundesliga's in the top 3 leagues in the world. So
are you crazy?
I don't know.
How many games do you have in the Bundesliga? How many games is there in the Bundesliga?
Go and check the stats. Go and check the stats. Bundesliga is in the top 3 leagues in the world.
There's more games in Scotland.
Employing Pochettino, that Pochettino got to the final of the Champions League. He's won the French league a number of times, but you would still say there's a question mark about whether he was an actual winner, wouldn't you?
I think Pochettino's a better manager. I think he would have been a better manager for Man United. I don't know why.
He's the one I wanted. You know that, right?
I know that, but he's not a better manager. How can he be a better manager than Ten Hag? How? I mean, Ten Hag,
more experience.
It's arguably, I get that, but it's arguably, and this is controversial, that Steven Gerrard could be arguably better than Pochettino because he's won something. Pochettino ain't won that. He's won the cup in France. Do you know what I mean? He's potentially good. And he's what he can do in his chances in the Champions League.
So you think the Scottish League is better than the French League, do you?
Yeah, it's up there.
Why do you? It's like you come on here and I laugh at you. You just find you just keep poking away, and eventually you get it.
The French Toulouse, Dijon. Who else is in
the French league? You got Lyon.
French league.
How many teams are there?
The French league in the top is rated.
And then there wasn't even
two. Top 5 leagues in the world.
Mbappe scores 12 goals a game in that league. Do you think he can do that in the Premier League? Talking about the
I
French
hope
league.
One day we get to find out. That would be a beautiful thing to see that, brother.
Oh, yeah. Lewis Dunk will snap him. Lewis Dunk will snap Mbappe.
Pochettino, the one thing that would give Pochettino the link for me is he's proven. He's worked here. He's coached here. And if he can get Tottenham to a Champions League final, that man is like a god.
Yeah,
and he's coaching.
That's
and he's coaching the Liga as well.
That's like Arsene Wenger, though, isn't it? That's like Arsene Wenger. He got Arsenal to the Champions League.
Yeah, it only took him 20 tries. How many times in the Champions League did they enter? Cowboys, they are.
Arsene Wenger got a mid-table team. Arsene Wenger got a mid-table team to be the Invincibles. Come on, man. He's a great manager. Great manager. Listen, there's games this weekend that we want to quickly go over. Ernie, I know you want to close your eyes. Last week you had a wally chat. But this week, we can just earn Eddie's here as well. Everton versus Man United. First game tomorrow, 12:30 at Goodison Park. Frank is at the wheel. Frank is at the wheel.
Draw. What are you talking about, Ernie? What we've got is a guy who is the epitome of what we call in entertainment privilege. He's the kind of guy who would get a manager's job when black managers won't get a look. They won't get a look in. He was managing Chelsea. The evidence is there for you to see. Tuchel comes in and brings them to a Champions League. He is now within 15 months threatening to take Everton down into relegation. They lost to Burnley. They will not beat Man United. They can't. If they beat Man United, then we just give up.
Eddie, I told you that I've given up. I told you that.
Where is it? Where is the game?
Yeah, but the point is, Ernie,
they are
on current form. They are the worst team in the Premier League.
And who's the next worst?
Man United.
Then you're going to the
Man United.
Eddie, I never thought I'd sit here and have this conversation with a fellow man.
No, we can't lose to Everton. We win that 3-1.
I'm glad that Stephen ain't here. At this moment in time, we are shocking, Eddie. Shocking. And
you smell real bad, mate.
We see some Man United teams, Eddie, but this team here.
Yeah, but you say that we got a draw, right? Last week Chelsea lost. Last week we also had other teams lose. Didn't also Arsenal lose to Crystal Palace? A point is a point, bruv. At this point in the time, I'm telling you that Everton at the moment are an absolute shambles.
So, but no, they do put in performances. They've had their best performances. They nearly beat City by that much if it went for that dirty referee. Everton.
Let's talk about it. We didn't even talk about the referee for Sunday, did we? I mean, come on. You know that Abu Dhabi money is long. They got a Manchester referee for the main referee and for the VAR as well.
Who's doing VAR?
Who does that? Who does that? How can you get a referee from the same city of the two teams that they're playing? That doesn't make any sense.
Who do you know?
That's PGMO, isn't it? There's Paul Tierney and then the other one. I'll check it.
Tierney's doing the VAR.
Paul Tierney, he hates us, mate. He's a gitty, is.
So Are you guys saying it's going to be an Everton win or draw or Man United away win?
I'm saying Everton's going to lick off their head.
Jesus.
I'm saying it's a draw. 2-2.
3-1 to Manchester United.
What?
Shouts out to Richard Smith, Top Cat. Big up Romford Jeff. You reckon? Well, Ernie been on and off, but I'm going with. Eddie's been on and off, but you've done well the last couple of times. I'm going with Eddie. I think Man United wins that game comfortably.
3-1.
Comfortably.
Okay.
You guys are sipping.
It may be the return of Marcus. It might be. I think
not Rashford.
Yeah.
Rashford.
Marcus Messiah Rashford returns.
He's not on football anymore. He's an MP now.
I feel it. The other game that Crystal's not here, but they could be moving back in the right direction. Arsenal play at 3:00 at home to Brighton. I think easy light work for Arsenal. They put Brighton away 2-0.
Yeah, I think
they've got injuries galore, mate. No Partey. They're gonna put this geezer called Kalonga or Solonga, whatever his name is in there. They're gonna put what's his name? What's that? Xhaka right back or left back? Mate, they're done, mate. This over.
Do you think Brighton goes and get a draw?
Brighton will get something. They'll get something, and it won't be a loss.
No, I'm going Arsenal 2-0.
I think there's got to be a response, hasn't there? I mean, it's the
injuries,
best type of team to play against after what happened with Crystal Palace. Brighton are, well coached team. I think that Arsenal will get a 2-0 victory, though. They've got to, if they don't win, then they won't get it, will they?
What do you reckon, Hakeem?
Arsenal. I've got vertigo. I can't look now.
That man has got some big talking out.
Proper. I can't wait till he comes back on.
As
the show goes, you have to give that prediction. So let's have a prediction. Look down for a minute. Brighton, Arsenal.
Eddie, when we was
Brighton,
at choice, Akim used to come in the side door. Akim used to come in through the side door at choice. Now he's
what are you on, mate?
You reckon 3-0 Brighton?
3-0 Brighton. Yeah, I just like to mock Arsenal, innit? It's fun. AFTV is my weekend viewing. It's better than Netflix.
You're unbearable.
An interesting game. Harry Kane likes the 5:30 Saturdays. I've noticed that he does turn up once it's on TV.
Listen, you got to give me a little theme tune before you mention his name, mate.
I think every time
play a little music
TV,
before you say Harry Kane, mate.
All right. So Aston Villa in a bit of a sticky period. Some would say that some of the players at Aston Villa, they're on the beach. They're on the beach already. Yeah. So they got nothing to play for. Tottenham have. It's at Villa Park.
It don't matter where it is. It could be a New River. It doesn't matter.
Let's start with Hakeem. What do you reckon? That game, Aston Villa, Tottenham, 5:30.
Go on, Hakeem, mate. Come on, Hakeem. Go on, just say it.
Come on, son. Gerard that trick.
From the bench.
They got Tyrone Mings at the back. He has nightmares of Son. Nightmares.
Their striker, what's the dude's called? What's their striker? Who's kind of turned up the last couple games?
Ollie Watkins.
Oliver.
Oliver Watkins.
Yeah.
Oliver Watkins. You reckon that
what about him?
He may take advantage of your. He's very quick. Your defense is
nice.
Your defense is kind of slow.
He's got no chance. How about that?
Against your Argentinian.
Romero.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't know. I'm not going to say too much about it, but you can see. I know if you know football, you know he's a player.
But there's a card.
I won't say anymore.
Yeah, there's cards.
I don't care. No, it's not going to get many.
A lot of pace coming at you.
I'd be very upset if we don't bang 3 goals against Villa.
Their defense is awful. They're awful.
Tyrone Mings, man.
You reckon 3-0? Eddie.
So
Eddie, this is going to hurt him.
Yeah, they should win, right? Tottenham clearly should win, but they're Spursy, so it's exactly the kind of game.
Mate, give him the score, Mr. Nesta, please.
They were on one-on, one-off, weren't they, for a while in a shake it all about. Draw.
What's the score, my friend?
Draw.
What did you say?
Draw.
Eddie's on a wind up.
Ernie. I know you're up in football.
I see Spurs.
Robbo.
I see Spurs winning it. I see Spurs winning it 2-1.
Wow.
They score.
Breaking news: the ref for Sunday is Anthony Taylor. So he's from Manchester. You've got VAR is Paul Tierney from Manchester, and you've got the Gallagher brothers are on. They're the linesmen.
So it's a Manchester City win then.
It's looking like that.
There's a wonder wall there.
Well, I think that Tottenham Aston Villa game, it should be a Tottenham win, you know. It really should be. They're really poor at the back, Aston Villa, but I'm gonna give them. I feel that they're at the beach. I think they're coming back off the beach.
They'll get 4 in it.
No, I think they get a draw. I think they get a draw.
Who gets a draw?
I think that's a draw. Tottenham Aston Villa.
What?
No, I think it's a draw. I think they'll give a spirited performance. It'll be a draw. Let's move on quickly. Let's move on. One more game that I want to talk about very quickly. I'm going to leave this one to Eddie and Ernie because they're London man. And one's an East London man and one's a West London man. Brentford versus West Ham. So West London is Ernie. East London is Eddie Nesta.
Yeah, it's a good
Tell us about this game, Eddie and Ernie.
Boomo and Ericsson, mate.
So,
come on.
What we had was that Brentford effectively became the Brazil of the Premier League in that they became everybody's second best team because we all believe in romance and we needed them to survive. And it didn't look as though they were going to do it. And a guy who had a cardiac arrest on the pitch, who we all thought we were going to watch die, and the BBC made a really bad mistake there in the way that it was filmed, came back because he couldn't get games anywhere else. And he's been putting them together, playing like he used to play at Tottenham. He scored last week, and I just think it's the best story of the entire year. It's a magnificent... He plays, they stay up, everyone's a winner.
Scordo.
Good player.
West Ham played Thursday night.
West Ham just did. I mean, West Ham will be tired, right?
Yeah.
And they had a backs against the wall, resilient 10-man draw, didn't they?
Yep.
And these teams with slightly smaller squads do struggle when they go. So I'm going to say Brentford nick it 1-0.
Wow.
Yeah, Brentford will win that one.
Yeah, I think Brentford wins that. Whether it's 1-0 or 2-1, it'll be the odd goal. But I think that the mere fact that West Ham played in what was a hard game against Lyon, you know what I mean? You know, they were down to 10 men, and for a good part of the game, they were defending for their lives. I think that'll catch up with them, and Brentford will run out by the odd goal.
1-0.
I like to see that.
That's your secret team, though. That's your little secret fantasy team, isn't it, West Ham, Ernie?
Well, I went down there the other day.
All of us.
The vibes was good, but no. I was tottering. I was looking for a London team, but it's got to be Crystal Palace.
No. When I was a kid, West Ham were my closest team, and they had a player there called Clyde Best.
Yeah.
But people like me didn't feel welcome at West Ham. So that was
not only West Ham and the rest of them as well, Eddie. Let's not.
Yeah, but that was the one that was closest to me, Ernie.
Oh, okay. All right.
Drop your predictions below, people. What do you think those scores? Brentford, West Ham. I think that's just like an underground massive game. I think it's a really big game. I don't know.
They'll win that. The Brentford will win that.
Well, Brentford still needs some points in it to secure their place in the Premiership. I think they got about 30 something, and the magical figure's 40. So they still need a couple of wins.
I think they got about 32, right, or something like that.
Yeah. But I think the 4-1 against Chelsea will definitely fire them up.
Oh, so that means Man United are staying up then.
I'm gonna meet you again, my brother. And when I meet you, we're gonna have a different.
I like him a lot.
Brentford
like this
currently
guy.
are on 33 points.
Eddie, did
He's
someone just say
unbelievable.
something stupid? Someone just said something stupid. That's Scouse.
What a night. Cheers, mate. What a Friday. What a Friday.
What a Friday night. Well, Brentford are on 33 points, so a couple more wins, and I think they should be safe. Crystal Palace are safe. So happy days, man. Yeah. Interesting games, interesting topics tonight. I'm hoping for, you know what I'm all hoping for, not just to say that we're back in the title race, which I tried to explain to Ernie last week. We're just back in the title race, and he tried to tell me we're not winning the league. I hope your judgment is we're not winning the league after we win against Man City.
No, if you beat Man City, you win the league, but you're not going to beat them.
Oh, say it again. So we got on tape. Say it again.
If you beat Man City, you win the league, but you're not going to beat them.
Okay, people, please crop that for me, please. Thank you very much.
The league's not going to end there. There's more. There's more games.
I reckon there's more games.
Yeah.
I reckon there's more.
Yeah.
There's more games, but there is no way that Scouse mob's going to win it.
Yeah, they'd be.
We're gonna win it against you, though.
That sounds like hope, man.
We're gonna win the title.
That sounds like hope. It's the hope that kills you, my friend. Trust me, I'm a Spurs fan. I know.
That's all right.
They've been open since 1962, and you was open since 1980 something.
Yeah.
Akeem and Robbo.
Look, listen, it's the hope that kills you. I hope for your sake that
I've had a lot of good hope, 19 titles, 6 European Cups, 3 UEFA Cups, 3 Super Cups.
How many
19 titles, Ernie. 19 titles.
I don't see.
I see what they're doing. Titles. Okay, how many titles we won?
And there's only one time Liverpool's name's on here.
Bored of this Premiership nonsense?
Huh?
How many titles we won?
How many Premiership? 19 titles is 19 titles. When Muhammad Ali had 19 victories, there were a whole heap of different belts. How many victories?
No, they weren't. They were heavyweight.
Hang on.
Heavyweight.
He won a whole heap of belts. How many victories? You just count the victories, man.
Heavyweight
champion.
That's how many European Cups has Man United won? Come on.
No, what? No, I'm
Listen.
There you go. All right, Akeem, you know the Holy Grail was the Premiership. You know that. That was the Holy Grail. You would have, at the time, you would have given up them 6 champions.
Why are we talking about history? It's history. We're going back into history.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was before. He's talking about before HD TV and when Man United used to be good. Before HD TV.
Yeah, but
if you guys could do it, I can do it, man. If you guys could talk like this, I can.
We're in the Ultra HD. We're in the Ultra HD era now. And he's taking us back to black and white TV.
Well, anyway, I've given up, so it don't really matter.
Are you going to be here next week if Man United loses?
Tapping out. It's like a UFC fight. Tapping out. He's like Conor McGregor. He's tapping out. That famous Man United fan.
I'll be here, win, lose or draw, but I've given up because we're not going to finish top 4.
Okay.
You know what?
I would like us to finish.
Ernie,
I'd like us to finish.
Let me make you feel better, right? If you win the Europa League, it's the same as you getting to the quarterfinals of the Champions League money-wise. Aim at that.
Yeah, but
aim at that. And if you win, you get into the Champions. But next season, you've got to think positive.
No, we're going to get in the Champions League next season by right. But this season here, I think it's best that we stay out of all European.
If you're playing in Conference Peer League, it's going to be very difficult for you to get to top 4, Ernie. And remember,
Ernie, it's long, mate. It's long, and you're getting ambushed, mate.
Yeah, but
get ambushed on your journey on the bus somewhere.
It's long, mate.
We ain't going to get ambushed in Eastern Europe. We're not going to get ourselves kicked out. I mean, that is incredible that how you lot got out of that. That is absolutely disgusting. They should relegate you lot for that.
Anyway, tomorrow you can watch the show tomorrow morning. What time Ernie is on?
Midday, Sky Channel 182, Channel 7.
Channel 7.
Is that MUTV? What's that, MUTV?
Yeah, if you want to watch it.
Can't afford that. Ernie, say hello to your friends in Ireland. Say hello to your friends in Ireland.
Hello to the Island posse. Big up on yourself every time. We're coming there.
Big up Ireland, mate. Big up Ireland. And Richard Smith. I see you, Richard Smith. Big up your chest, mate.
Shout to everyone that clocked into the show. Yeah, so tomorrow it's on. And listen, if you're watching the show, and you watch the show live, the only thing we ask you to do, listen, let me stop the tip. If you watch the show, we see the people watching the show. We only ask you just to share it or press that thumbs button. So many people watch it and they don't do it. It's important that you press the thumbs button because it helps spread the show across YouTube so more people can hear, more people can see your comments, all these great comments we're getting. All you guys dropping your knowledge on the show, just drop your thumb on the like button. It's very simple. How did you do it, Ernie?
Yeah, like that. Tell you what, a lot of United fans has done that. A lot of United fans.
Do you know what? We got record numbers. Hang on. We got record numbers of people doing that. And guess what they were? When your West Ham mate came on, as your West Ham geezer come on, they were like that. The West Ham fans.
Well, it's the West Ham way.
They're so used to doing this to each other.
Robbo, you told me earlier that the data was Croydon. That's where all the Man United fans live.
You're just jealous. You're just jealous, Hakeem. You know that you're jealous.
Stormzy.
You and your
you know what it was? It was Stormzy watching it over and over again.
Yo, on top form, Hakeem, you've been on top form. Thanks for joining us. Where's Ern gone? Ern's just slipped out. Yes. Listen, man, thanks you guys for joining the show today. Fixture list, as we say, thank you always. Next week we'll have more. Same time next week, Friday night, 8 p.m. The Fixture List Show. We're out. Peace.
Yep, peace. Boom. Where's Gus going? Oh. Yo.